Alrighty, just checking out some stuff to see if everything works. Is in order. Yep, seems to be that way. Alrighty, I think everything should be in order. Hello there, my name is Skull. Welcome to Disco Elysium. Welcome back, technically. This was a series I was doing on my channel as a Let's Play series, but after some time and deciding and I haven't been having much time in the week to do normal recordings other than my streams of Dragon Age Origins, which they will still continue, don't worry. I'm going to move Disco Elysium to the weekends actually, both Saturday and Sunday at the times that I place on my schedule. You can check it out. Where I'll be doing a full stream. Hopefully it's about an hour or so because I will be busy in the weekend, but hopefully enough so that I can continue this game because I've been enjoying Disco Elysium. It's been pretty fun going through with this drunk detective trying to solve this case even though he literally has no idea what the hell's going on. And I hope you guys will be enjoying it. Hopefully maybe it'll be better on stream. No worries though, all recordings, of course, all the videos you see here will be recorded and also thrown onto YouTube as archives, as usual. So, if you miss a stream, don't worry, it could be on YouTube. Gonna load back to the game. Gonna continue on the story of our detective. Right now we're trying to get some information from a guy who's been keeping us secret. We need to essentially convince someone about letting us on a woman who might be involved in this case. Unfortunately though, it's been kind of rough. I do not think I have any other way of really finding out how to find her, other than maybe waiting for a day to get to another location where it's been locked out. So, we will see. So currently some of the quests we have here, some of the Tuesday stuff I still got here, which is today. I need to replace the lost bullet I had thrown last episode. That was pretty funny, I have to say. Need to determine where a shot head came from, but those will take some time because they're all located, I believe, literally in these areas, if I'm correct. On the other side of the area, that's a possibility. I also need... The main quest is I need to get Titus. This is the main quest I need to get through right now. Is I need to tell Titus to give me where Ruby is. I don't believe Ruby shot the hanged man. I do not believe so. I think she essentially proposed to hang this guy because he was shot. But the only way we're gonna get him to convince him is sort of interrogate him, maybe like thoroughly go through him. We'll have to find out. And there's a couple other stuff I have to ask Class say about Sunday night. Got to get 2 signatures for Everett in the fishing village, but that's locked out. And I need to find Moral Scriptologist, who's also in the other area. So for now, I'm just going to go around and see what I could do. So let's see what options we got over here. Let's see if I can maybe convince Titus again. This is like...
It's you again. What is it?
This is locked, because I tried doing this last couple of episodes, but it has not been going well. It has been pretty bad. So instead, what I'm going to do before I go outside, pull out the jukebox. Oh yeah, Disco Elysium personally is one of my favorites. It's like, if I would take on the music area, it is fantastic. Unfortunately, I think there is only a few songs that are copyrighted. That's why I have the jukebox working out. YouTube has not been nice to me. Or to anyone really, which is understandable. So right now, what do we got? So I can't speak to her. So there's one thing I want to do though. I'm gonna look at my inventory, and there's a couple of interactive stuff I haven't checked out. I want to check out my damage ledger, because I haven't gone through. I want to take some time. Like I want to have time pass by for now, since I don't think there's any other options I could really explore. So for now, I'll just have to browse through some of the stuff here. So why have the option to smell the ledger? Oh, right, because the ledger was found in the trash can. Let's see if I can try read case files. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later? Yeah, maybe. Let's browse the case files. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs, and dozens of investigations date back to January 51. Stamped case files, commit to paper. These are your last couple of months in the rabbit hole. Precinct 41, Jamrock Quarter. Okay. I don't feel like I want to smell the ledger. Nothing on the map of Martinez. Okay. Alright, let's see what I'm gonna do here. Alright, so from here I had thrown the bull right in this direction. So let me see where it was. Yeah, so I probably have to buy a bull. There's a pawn shop not far from here. Maybe they might have a bull. And I'm good friends with the pawn shop. Well, at least I understand that he is high. Apologies for the also long loading screen and stuff like that. I am streaming this. It's kind of rough. I'll also have to check the video encoding next time when I play. Come on, load game. Load! Why must you be slow? Oh lord. Pay 20 bucks, yeah I did pay 20 bucks. Right. Just remembering if I paid the money, because the only way we can sleep is sleep at the Whirling in Rags, which is our essentially base of ops for now, but it's like a resting place. And the only way we can sleep there is if we pay 20 bucks a day. I'm just remembering if I paid 20 bucks or not, which I believe I did last episodes. Alright, I don't really need this for every single time because, well, welcome to the pawn shop.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Oh. Oh yeah, right, there's a traffic man's going on. You know anything about the traffic man's on the loose? Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive. Wait, why don't you drive? I just don't like it very much. Moving on the road never really gelled well with the movement of my thoughts. But didn't you hear it when the traffic menace drove over your roof? Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night. Some kind of powerful electrical vortex hitting the shop and then moving on. It's not a vortex, it was a car, which somehow landed on the roof of the car. The story was going on here is I found somehow a car had driven very weirdly above. I'll show it to you guys at some point. That sure now is on our list of suspects. The vortex sounds fascinating. Yeah, it was pretty wild. I didn't really know what to make of it, but I know it meant something. I have other business to take care of. Maybe there's something in his slot so I can remember where. Typical Martinez street lights at some of these sort of floor and table lamps. I need a bull. Do you have a bull? You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets, displaying on the table. Some on horseback, others in rack, others yet in bright blue uniforms, all are stern on doing their duty. I don't think our man here is a bull, so I'll just have to leave this place. Before I go. Okay, so aqua, always important. People drink water. Don't be like this, my drunk over here who drank alcohol literally to knock himself out. So this was the car. So this was what happened. Essentially, there was a car that drove up here, smashed through a billboard, and landed on the other side of the river. Through somehow, I don't know how they did this. It had to be an expert driver or someone who just got filthy lucky. Okay, so I need to find out what I'm gonna do next. So again, if I want to get Titus to give a location, I did explore the location where we are willing in rags quite well. I've analyzed the site of the murder a bit, and I threw an internal interrogate class. I'll just make this convincing easier. Which, let's find out. Where's Titus? A little bit. It was a little bit easier, but it's still difficult to do.
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember anything. No response. He just arches his eyebrow. I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved. Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? There's a sudden harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs. So, what should I concentrate on? Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. What's wrong with personal affairs? Not a fan. It's just nature of lieutenancy. The RTM deploys a self-styled structure called the decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you don't this. I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Move on. Really? The lieutenant gives you a look thorough as performing triage. Look for empathy. I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and I had no idea who I was. This is psychodrama as I'm becoming of an officer. It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. Being in my kinema to call your station Lazaret. Was there anything else you wanted? Nothing. I want to continue on the case, guys, but I got nothing right now to really focus on, and like everyone else, I've exhausted all my resources last time in terms of news and shit. So all I'm doing right now is waiting for time to pass. I'm gonna make my way to the kinema, this cool sporting car. I'm going to pick up the radio again. This is the Precinct 57. The operator greets you through static. How may I assist you? Please contact me to Station 411's Lazarus. It would just take a moment, officer. Her voice fades out into familiar radio static. Next, Gottlieb. You hear a man clearing his throat briskly, then an answer. Gottlieb, what do you want? He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy. I'm in a bad way, Doc. A real bad way. Oh, the man is unpleasantly surprised. It's you. Excuse me. Was a snarl suppressed groan. No love for you here. Yes, it's Firewalker here. Firewalker? Yes, yes, you are. Just don't breathe in the general direction or you'll fire free. Actually, wait. Do exactly that. Put yourself out of your misery, take a deep diaphragmatic breath in, and your anxiety inhale and a long exhale on the end of the line. I feel like you're making fun of me. I'm the most serious person at the station, detective. Now, do you have any current pressing medical problems? I've lost my memory. All of it. With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised. There's no surprise in his voice, only careless superiority. You're not surprised? Okay, anything else? What else? I'm no brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely. Isn't there anything you can do for me? What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? Want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body? Yes, I want the truth! You want real honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime. So it's political. You're being neglected because of political reasons. The money is probably going to some old oily. And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanochrolate. It looks like Mac Torson. It's not fucking not the effing cryoactylate. It's super glue, Doc. I guess that's it for now. The phone clicks on the familiar voice. Anything else I can do for you, Wit Officer? Please come me to Sylvia again. Just a second, officer. Sylvia Malika on the line for you, officer. Yes, hello? You recognize her voice. Hey Sylvia, it's the police again. Oh, great. She doesn't sound chill. What else you need, detective? So this was the woman who possibly worked in the Whirling and Racket before she left because of the drunk detective, our drunk guy. And there's nothing else she has. I thought maybe she had nothing else. But for now, I'm done. Thank you very much. 7 over and out. Well, we got some XP at least. Not to level up though, unfortunately. I'm gonna check with Classy again. There's this one guy I haven't checked out yet. There's this guy on the balcony that I haven't yet speak to. I had to speak to him at 9, I believe. Maybe he might know something what happened. Yeah. Alrighty, so Class A is above up in this room in the upstairs floor. Alright, so this is where the murder happened. It has been cleaned quite a bit. We go outside. The only problem with this game, unfortunately, has lots of loading screens, and especially since I'm streaming, it's taking a lot of time to load through all these screens. Game! Don't die on me! Live! Where's Glacier? Alright, Glacier.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions. pertaining to a murder investigation.
So I need to ask. That's nice. Alright, so the smoker on the balcony will come at 21. Don't really have anything else to do, I guess. I'll come back later. Apologies if I'm just moving around, like trying to find, like I said, this case. I've reached a point where I'm like, what? How will I get through this? Other than maybe getting some points and trying to get something. Camera's been going up for a bit. There we go, lift myself up. There we go. Alright, let me go to... Alright, so there is one place I want to check out though. Numbers bulls worthy of a real man. Not the bulls. Damn the bulls. Damn those bulls. And it's technically balls, but yeah, fools is what they say, so I will say those words also. I'm here to speak with her. She is a representative of one of the people who might be involved in this case.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Talk about Wild What do you do? What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. Okay, fine. So what do they do? The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. She points to a small dot on the horizon. See those airships there? Blinking? They're the shipping side of things. Then to the east, toward the harbor, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil, and gas exploration. Offshore platforms. How much money does Wild Pines have? I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue. Fuck. That is lots of money. 20 billion real. That's lots of money. A billion? Oh my god, we didn't even know what a billion is! The perks for being a stupid character. You get funny lines. Oh god, the guy doesn't even know what a billion is. What exactly is a billion? It's a number, officer. A big one. Okay, what is it made of? It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands. Wow. 20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. And there are capital improvements, interest payments, wave hits of sloops, your grass demands safer balance. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility. Where does Wild Pines get all these billions? Ah, they started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between Samaran and the Insular Isolas. About 250 years ago, when Pines ship explored the South Seminese and chartered Lomenthang on behalf of the Sudazine. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into the endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. Tow? What the hell? Tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from the employees to build it. So what does such a huge system? What will a place like this? You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? She gives you a little smile. Who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? I mean, you don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company's something without them. We built this district, she says calmly. All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain with its bastions, the Plaza Mathurian mosaic, even some of the old street plants have been put back thanks to investment from the WP. She points behind you where the seawall rises. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbor, even before it was part of the Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution, but that's another matter. She takes a sip. I'll react that. I'm here to make sure that the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built. I'm playing a custom-built character. It's a combination of physique and psyche, with a little bit of motoristics. But also a very poor intelligence, because I wanted to play a character who wasn't intelligent. But that was all explained in the first part of the game, which you can go back and watch on my channel. Links down below, of course. With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone. Right, she wants us to help her out with the drug trafficking issue, and the only way I can either get through that is if I help her with that, or I show her that I have a badge. Tell me about the drug trafficking again. The lawyers are stuck at the roundabout. The police is asking one of the drivers might admit to it. We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching. The two might even be connected. Or not, though if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it. As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done. So we can either do this job for her, essentially work with Wild Pines, and we might get something, or we don't. Because I have to show her my badge, which at the moment I don't have. Yes, this cop doesn't have a badge. How shocking. Why? Because of his drunkenness. But F it. Okay, I made up my mind about the smuggling investigation. Yes, we will take this case, probe the drivers, see what it yields. Excellent. She takes a long sip of tea. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless cup. Yeah, so someone's turned using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients of drugs into Revachol. Joyce said... yeah. Joyce said that there are 3 drivers in the intersection. Talked to them. One of them must know something about drug trade. Yeah. Oh yeah, like it's... the reason I went for low intelligence build was I saw a lot of cop shows and detective shows. Generally, most of the cops are like intelligent, or they know about things they can do. They're smart. Sort of like, you know, Sherlock Holmes. Well, he's not a cop, he's a private investigator, or really any other show I've remembered. So I was like, let's go for a sensitive build, or maybe a low intelligence, see how that comes up to play. And I also would imagine it makes sense, you know, for a guy who just got drunk and just like now lost his mind. He's like, what the hell's going on? I need some caffeine. Alright, so there's 3 drivers I need to investigate around here. Oop, I should. I have to put this on. Apologies. Music.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
You seem like a man who knows about drugs. Ah man, me and narcotics go way back. He folds his hands behind his head as he leans back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But, he pauses, letting my memory dissipate. Those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? I need to get high, and I'm looking for a dealer. Hey man, that's serious criminal talk, and are you trying to pull off some sort of entrapment thing on me? What? No, of course not. He rubbed his jaw. Then what's your deal here? So much for subtlety, better get straight to the point. Whoopsies. Well, no point in going subtle. Let me be straight with you then. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B. The lieutenant steps in. We have a credited lead, sir. Someone on the roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive to Jamlock. Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Wait, then why are you still hanging around? Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes. Working on these rhymes clearly leads to a muscular atrophy. Make sure you don't get hooked on poetry. Yes, sir. Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then? Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find other men to probe these questions. It's not a lie, it's something else. Impossible to say, what at this point. There's something in him, some trepidation. And the cross plane of existence, conceptualization, 1 low 70%. She's a poet, hit them with your best verse. I mean, I could try. If we fail this, then we succeed. Hey! Critical success! Double 6! Wait, there's something here. Stored away in a dusty corner. It starts like, the mirror's temperature is always 0. It's an ice in the veins, its camera is an X-ray. Whoa, feelings in his eyes, bright with attention. What else? The chalice, held out to you in silent communion. Silent communion, that's good. He's transferred by the words. Where gracefully you partake of a shifting identity, never your own. Dang, he grunts, unable to suppress his reaction. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself? I'm just a vessel for the muse. Right, but really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours. I think the words are mine, yes. Fucking A. Seems I got you all wrong. I'm talking much more for their artistic sensibilities these days. I just got lucky. I just got lucky. It's good to meet a fellow poet, someone with appreciation for real text. The others here, see, they don't really get it. It makes it a lot easier to bear if the words are pretty. I get ya. When they really click, makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page. Gives you a thumbs up. You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. Next time look in the mirror. Remember those words. Alright. Doubt this is the guy. That's for now. Bye. Auto save. Alright, that saves the game for us. Okay. Let's see. And there's a few other lorry drivers around. Yeah, because I visited this place once before, and I think there might be a driver. There's this one. The woman still has her eyes fixed on the foreground of her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Okay.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician, we're calling a subject from hypnosis. You've jolted her back to reality. The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by a wary aspect of a cornered beast. I was actually hoping you could tell me that.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in the traffic jam. In the 50s.
She has the contempt. Where else would you be then?
Back in Mefke, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and coffees are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boydero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you come along, that is.
Look, she gives you a custary. Wait, who's Gabriel Borgo?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
Shows you photograph in the lavish amber frame. I apologize if I just destroyed French there. I'm not French, so I apologize for the language. Take a look. A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark and as an oil slick, and his jaw is the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. Cowboy? This man's got a hold over her. Even 50 years later, you can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of the cinema whenever he came on the screen, and schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
She leans back, staring the world she's conjured up. So I take it you were in MSK when you were young?
Someone was.
She knows it as though our meaning were perfectly clear. Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They are beautiful. That is all that matters, beautiful and true. And they will win. They are coming for this, you know. All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from the strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away like a tidal wave approaching. Understandable, I guess, if you've only lived in the past, but still, can't always live in the past. Alright, well, I'm sorry to interrupt your dreaming, man.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, low man. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow as she appears to take your measure.
While you people were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Mefke, it was a golden age.
Sorry. Apologies, I'm laughing. This is just, I found it a little bit funny. It's like, while you people are taking a shot for the really, hey, just doing something, you can enjoy yourself in your pleasure district, whatever you're doing, just to watch some show. Essentially a Wild Western show, I guess, because that's what the man behind the black sun sounds like. That sounds like a Clint Eastwood. God damn me. Alright, I have some other questions for you. Please, questions.
Why not, Rife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her mountains of memorabilia, photos and knickknacks like the blind dashboard. There's something off about this woman. Sorry to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging. Somehow. I doubt that, but we'll check on that. First of all. What are you hauling? Diamonds. Diamonds? Really? Of course not, she says, grinning. Bet wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Okay, but what are you really hauling? She shrugs. Whatever stupid things they put in a lorry, I imagine. So you don't know what there are, what you're hauling in your own lorry? I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. She smiles a careless smile. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean. She says that something narcotic is the real reason. Wait, you get high off driving a lorry? Oh, it's so much more than high where I go, Jerife. It's low. I go to the bottom. She closes her eyes in Riviere. Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. Like a sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later. Okay, a kick by driving, but everyone has their kicks in some areas, I guess, but sure. What if cargo's contraband? Then it's contraband law, man. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like band hand harming go. Butchered that so bad. I'm sorry, guys. Anyone's French is probably gonna scream right now at the chat. I still don't really understand this whole Boyadero Gabriel Buengora thing. Of course not. But to really understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain. Okay, what's that? It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns on the Western Plain. And they live happily after that? Ah, don't be stupid. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed the man. One night as he and his beloved are out walking out along the river Margaret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down. I think I see where this is going. So the Bodero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magrita. Then he rides up because the Western Plain is calling to him. That's a terrible song. You have to understand, the Troubadour needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by a man or a woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know it was meant to love a Bodero. What if the true love of a Bodero is to float lifeless downstream? Or maybe they both die. Thanks. I will relax a bit. Alrighty. Before I came, you seemed away. She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things. Thank you, Kim. You hear that, Lawman? I don't think a partner likes you spending too much time with me. Okay, let's see each other then. A pale dream is what it is. She nods her head according to a rhythm known only to her, staring at the photo in her hands. Trying to insult your boots. Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff? It's for important police business, ma'am. She raises her boots slowly, with contempt, and says, I'm sorry to think you should let me get back to Gabrielle Vengoro. You know Gabrielle. She's wearing sturdy worker's boots made of black leather, buckles run across, the soles made of leather. Now the other one, please. Just before Gabrielle it was the coronation of Frangangoro. Now that was a real man. There's no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down. Moreover, the boots were size 7. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies on this. Turn Kim. No. Wait, what do you mean it was the coronation of Frangangoro? It was, she shrugs. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in the rail. The crowd had gone silent. Perhaps it was not a sheriff who came and woke me up looking at my boots asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember. As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machines. Tunkim. She's not old soul. These are not the boots that made the prince. Leaves a quick note. I could have told you that from just looking at them. Her size is 37. The feet of a little girl, she smiles. Fit well on the pedals. Also, we got level up! Yay! We can spend the point in something, which I will come back to it later. Meantime, though, you seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. What do I need drugs for, lawman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can prepare. The adversary? Yes, there's a protagonista. She gestures to the intersection. And an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hall. Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst of them all. Yes, it's the worst drug. It's a terrible drug. It's a great adversary. It unrests your body, makes you terrible. Ah, Half-Life. That's not really what I was getting at. Then what were you getting at? This line of questioning is going nowhere. Try harder. What is it you're hauling exactly? Your Maye lawman? What of it? Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B? Her shoulder bones crackly shrugs. Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. How can you not know what you're hauling in your own lorry? Just this month I made a half-dozen trips from Summers out to Grad on the U-41A. What do you think they take from Summers to the Grad, lawman? I don't know, that's why I'm asking you. It's diamonds, lawman, obviously, she grins. Damn this, make her answer. I didn't ask you about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that. Diamonds are good for you, lawman. You should try them sometime. Make us appeal like Eva Deshoras. You're making fun of me right now? Better stop complying. I would never make fun of a real lawman, Sheriff. Ma'am, you're not responsible for what the client puts in your lorry as long as the seals are not opened. We officers know that. He gives you a stern look. Lay off her. Well, if you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here? Easy, it's a skinny man who thinks he's a poet. I would thought a poet. He squints across the square. Also, he's the only one I can see from here. That's correct, there's no visibility of any others. Okay, if you're not involved with this drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here? Conclude. Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the features of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will. To the Great Plains. I think we're done here, no? Let's just move to stress it. Thank you for now. Yes, go. Nav Jambar. Need to get back to Mesquite. Her voice trails off. Ugh. Good lordy, that woman. Alrighty. So yeah, it is possible that it could be our skinny poet guy. I mean, now we're good friends with him. Maybe he might share more. Maybe we'll see. Let's go speak to him.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
So like a man about knows about drugs. Ah man, me about oh, this is the same lining. Do you finance those other additions with drug trafficking? Hey man, that's not serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of entrapment thing on me? Entrapment? What's that? Entrapment is where a law officer gets to a person to commit a criminal offense they otherwise wouldn't commit, often through some trickery or fraud. Yes, it's like trying to trick a person into doing something criminal they'd never do. I wouldn't do anything like that. Then what are you trying to accomplish? Some subtlety, better get straight to the point. Alright, this is the same line of question, I'm just gonna skip through these. Alright. I already know he's a poet, man, and I got to him, so... The other driver can think it's this guy over here, the racist.
Looking for something?
You could push him by asking him to show that you sold his boots. He definitely looks like someone capable of lynching. Got smoke? No. He's got smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage. You're smoking one right now. It's my last one. You hiding smokes from me? Why would I do that? I'm an honest man. He puts out a cigarette and flicks his tiny stuff towards the street. Cool, cool, cool. Rub your hands together. I changed my mind anyway. I bet. His cool gaze pierces deep with noxious effluence waiting in the surrounding air. Sorry, I couldn't be of any help. He gives you an ambivalently mocking half nod. This you sold your boots. Be that mine, stomp his eh? He grins. Sure thing, check him out. He lifts his left foot in the right then the right. Look at the sole. On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate triangle of treads with no immediately discerning pattern. The window. I'm speaking too fast. Ugh, I need to calm down. Maybe water will help. Excuse me. The wind howls over the bay at Rebachol, a cascade of cold air flowing through the city streets. Those same streets have left their share of scuff marks on the outside of their green snakeskin shoes. What's up with your soles? It's Rebachol. But where'd you get your boots like that? Custom made. It cost me a pretty penny. He rubs the back of his balding head. But why? Well, when the invasion comes, he glances at the lieutenant. The last thing they'll see before the lights go out is illustrious Rebachol. Doesn't look like the lieutenant cares. He just makes a little note. I mean, you do understand that you're stomping on Rebachol every day, don't you? No, it's not like that. He looks at his shoes. You don't get it. When I kick them, you know? Fuck, it's too complex for you. You're a lineman, right? What's your stance on drugs? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. Just long drag on a cigarette. When you smell booze, you smell booze and cigarettes. What's different about narcotics? You know what where that shit comes from? Zaramareza, Safre, Ilmara. I take the money from our local junkies here and then and use it to compete us in the manufacturing sector. They don't know they can beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage. Hold on, but they make alcohol in Ilmara too. I was told they do. I don't go for the foreign piece. Proper booze is made of Mundi, or sometimes like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. I have to speak Russian now. Our culture isn't worth much, but they do know booze. Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Rojo, right? He eyes you wary, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds then. No shit, if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Flips on a cigarette. But what are you still hanging around here for? Most other communers have left. What do you think? I can't leave Laurie unguarded. Stuff's been getting loot lately. So those little kips sneaking out at night. They touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer. There's a bunch of spilled box on the back of the big lorry nearby. I see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened? Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an old driver who loves his country. We were having a good debate about the genetics of the whirling rags, and some kid boy smashed his luck and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. It's a long suck on the cigarette, appearing to savor the taste. Since he left, I hadn't had anyone to talk to. Bad for him, I guess. The man shook his head, dismayed, furiously pulling out a cigarette. The fucking travesty is what it is. Oh, if it's not you, then who's running drugs to Terminal B? Isn't it obvious? Fucking sea lane, that beady-eyed South Samaritan spits on the ground. Little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. Who's that? He's a Samaritan guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer's stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke his steals on his Humnach lorry. Where do I find him? Just follow the smell. It smells like apricots and oil when you're nearby. Lorryman lets you out the raspy croak with his own sense of humor. Yes. Where is he? Looks like I offended your partner there. He doesn't look like the lieutenant. Too bad. Silling's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourself. This tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. Not in a sagely manner. Then another puff of cigarette. He's your man, alright. 100%. I won't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard about what Sealing himself has to say. I guess we need to pay Sealing a visit then. Guess so. He grins content with himself. We're done for now. Alright, so we need to find this Sealing guy. Probably in the south area then. I doubt it's him.
Now it's turning into
Yeah, it's Tommy. Oh, this guy happens to be doing actually. Ah, there he is. There's Sealing. You see a Samaritan street vendor surrounded by multi-assemblage of goods. When you realize you're looking at him, his face breaks into a welcoming grin. The name Sealing is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
He gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers, sweeps into the city, tugging in textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattered across the street can be heard.
You're very cool.
He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bolts in the air. I like to activate. Finger guns. You feel twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing. Oh god, the finger shootout. Whip him out!
Don't shoot, officer. Have we got an arrest here, or just a shakedown?
Shakedown.
Good one, officer. You're a funny guy. Now, what can I do for you?
He nods towards his shabby wares. Just kidding. I'm really here to shake you down for some answers to official questions.
Then fire away, officer.
Finger pistols 9mm. Wait, we just got a thought on that? Oh god. Wait, this is a thought? Finger pistols 9mm. My style snapping doesn't help. Love it. Love it. Well, so thoughts essentially we can, as long as we spend time and generate on them, we get some thinking. Right now I already have unlocked quite a few of them. I got Lonesome Long Way Home, Some Kind of Superstar, and Righteous Self-Critique. Right now we're waiting on one of them to be completed, the date of birth generator. We can unlock more by spending points, but right now I'm holding my skill points. I could sure give him some money. Where are you from, Sealing? Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All revitual. But you're not local, are you? Very sharp, officer. I'm Ceres from the Sigay province of the Ceres Empire. The apricot Ceresinate, you know? Yum, apricots are delicious. The apricot sizzling, the lieutenant explains, is what the Sige apricot is commonly known as in the rabbit trail. He posits. It's a bit of a fraught term, I'm sure you understand. No, apricots come from Sige, the vendor explains. My grandma used to grow them, but Sige is a shithole, that's why I came to rabbit trail. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Sige. Well, oop, just light up over there. Well, if it's for his grandma, you should buy lots of things. So, Silang, what's your stance on drugs? Drugs? For a moment he's unsure how to respond. I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. He kisses his fingers. Tasty, tasty drugs. I actually don't like drugs. That's very cool. I don't like drugs either. I only said I do because I don't want to sound too lame. He smiles. Peer pressure. Sir, it appears to be true. No drug in sight, not the box of sunglasses or the under the speakers. And we're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she's in the traffic jam. That's even cooler. You investigating narcotics crimes like that? But, he points to his goods. I'm not a lorry driver, I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that. But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry. Who said that? It's a fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me, because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a kid. So you admit you're a lorry driver? No, I just said I worked harder and he's an asshole. He stopped to think. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too, a little, but that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. He spreads his arms. So you forget to tell me? Exactly, it's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity. Alright, well, stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor? Nothing, I told him. I'm a dumb guy. I don't get involved in that crowd. And what crowd is that? A crowd, you know, the drug crowd. There's more here. He's afraid of this crowd, wherever they are. More than he is of the racist lorryman. Who are you afraid of, Sealang? Look, he looks around and lowers his voice. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up. We're buddies, Sealang. Help us out. No one will know it was you. It's a she, okay? He whispers. The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she goes, she's no lady. A lady driver? Probably connected to Ruby somehow? The lady driver, the old one back there, point pale driver, dazed out stranger. I don't know, maybe if she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved, I told you. It could be. She was strange. You know, the other drivers who talk. All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now. Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos? He points to the north. All of them, even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. Could it be Rudy by any chance? I don't know. I told you. I don't know her name. Okay, we're cool now. Alright. He sounds back to his usual self. Ice cold. Let's cap this off by a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky glasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it. Should I rhetorically ask him? No. I'll look around, thanks. Alrighty. I'm looking at the time, guys. Wow. Lots of things happened today, lots of interesting things, lots of interesting conversations. Unfortunately though for today guys, I will have to end the episode as usual. We're coming up to an hour right now and I have to get going as I have something to take care of for today. So, if you guys liked the video, please, watch on YouTube of course, give a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below if you curious your questions. If you're watching this of course on Twitch, you can follow me so you can catch notification when I go live. Hopefully I'll be doing Disco Elysium on Saturday and Sunday, and I'll be still doing Dragon Age on Tuesdays and Thursdays as usual the schedule goes, unless something comes up. Until then guys, I'll catch you later. See you there guys.